Hello and welcome to UMT. The first thing you'll notice here is our main habitat, the mangrove swamp. And today we look at the different organisms living here and how they interact with the environment and with each other. Just like in any other habitat, interactions between organisms occur here as well. These interactions, called symbiosis, consist of mutualism, commensalism, and parasitism. Mutualism is a relationship in which both the organisms involved benefit from the relationship. The example you see here is commensalism. This is when one organism benefits without having any effect on the other. This epiphyte uses a tree to reach sunlight, but it does not affect the tree in any way. Another symbiotic relationship you can see here is parasitism. This is when one organism benefits by harming another, like this bracket fungus. It grows by stealing nutrients from its host tree. Besides that, you can also see decomposers like these millipedes. These millipedes break down dead decaying organisms and return the nutrients back to the environment. The main relationship in any environment is the prey and predator relationship. Here you can see UMT's apex predator, the monitor lizard, feasting on its prey, a fish. An apex predator is a top predator in its environment. The monitor lizard is our top predator as it feeds on almost anything, including birds, fish, crustaceans, small mammals, and even other reptiles. Many creatures undergo changes while growing up. This chrysalis is undergoing that change, called a metamorphosis. Soon, it'll become a beautiful butterfly. Another creature that undergoes metamorphosis is this frog. It started life as a small, legless tadpole, and now look at him. Another important ecological interaction that happens in every ecosystem is competition. There are two kinds of competition. Intraspecific competition is when two organisms from the same species, like these birds, compete for the same resources. Interspecific competition occurs when the competing organisms are from a different species. For example, cows and goats competing for the same grazing pastures. Speaking of cows, these cows are not native to the mangrove forests and were originally introduced by people. Organisms like this are usually called an invasive species, especially if they harm the environment that they are introduced in. An example is the Mimosa pigra plant. These cows carry many diseases, and among them is the foot and mouth disease, which is caused by a virus called picornavirus. Although rare, this virus can infect people and will usually cause painful blisters to develop all over the body. We humans can affect the environment in many other ways, though not all of it is good. We now bring you a little further from our mangrove forest to the beaches of UMT. Unfortunately, unsustainable development from the nearby airport on coastal grounds has caused massive erosion on our once pristine beaches. This problem is not only faced by UMT, but happens in almost all beach habitats around the globe. As for now, the government has taken steps to prevent further erosion by adding these rocks along the coast. But this, however, is not a permanent solution. The best method is still to conserve the environment before it gets too damaged. Remember, the environment we have today is not ours, but borrowed from the future generations, so it is our responsibility to return it in one piece.